All right, everyone, I am headed out of New York for the last time, headed down to my new home in Florida. 20 hours, over 1,000 miles, but let's do it. So the reason we're moving to Florida is I've been very fortunate. I've started an online business doing drop shipping, and now I'm making enough money doing drop shipping on eBay and Amazon so that I don't have to be tied down to one location to a job. So I've been living in New York, I've loved it, but it's kind of worn on us. It's getting a little old, tiresome, and we're ready for a change. Someplace a little slower pace, not so hectic. And Florida is a great choice for us. We still have family there. It's not too far from our family in New York, and no state income tax. So why would I live somewhere with high income tax when I can live anywhere where there's no state income tax? So pretty excited about that. Okay, so this question comes from one of my students.
Hey, good morning, Paul. I hope it's not too early. I just got back from Costa Rica and my Amazon account went boom, and I just wanted to thank you because I got so many orders that I never seen as many orders in one day. But quick question, because one of my items was the Amazon Fire Stick, and I have probably around 20 people who ordered it, but Amazon has like a lot where you can only buy so many items. How do I go about, and I done already created like 3 different Amazon accounts just so I can try to get as many orders in as possible. Do you have a better way where I can get products like that, or how do I know what products have a limit so I won't get caught up in the future like this? I appreciate your help, Paul. Once again, this is one of your students, and if you can help me out, I really appreciate it.
Okay, so that's a great question. So it sounds like he's drop shipping from eBay to Amazon, and one of the items he's drop shipping are these Amazon Fire Sticks that you plug into the TV, and there's a limit on how many you can buy each day. So generally, I avoid these products because it kind of creates a slowdown in my system, and it's like a bottleneck almost. So if I find one of these items, we delete it from our eBay account. But if you're a new seller, you don't have to do that. I have a system where I don't want to deal with that, so I don't. But a lot of other people don't want to deal with it either, so they're going to delete those items from their eBay accounts, which means there's an opportunity for you to sell these products if you find other ways to fulfill it. So there's a limit on this. You can only buy so many a day from Amazon. So what you can do is precisely what you've already done, which is create multiple Amazon accounts. That helps to a limit, but you have to keep creating new Amazon accounts. If you want to become tax exempt, that can get tricky because you have to become tax exempt on all the accounts. So that is work right there. Another option you can do is you can see if the item is available on a competitor's website. So if you go to Best Buy, for instance, I'm fairly certain that they sell these Amazon products. You can order it from Best Buy and have it shipped to the customer instead that way. So you can shop around, fulfill some on Amazon, fulfill some on Best Buy, maybe Target sells it. Look around different places, and that's another way around it. And a lot of these websites will actually price match Amazon, so you'll still get it for the same price. Now, other than that, if you don't want to go through that hassle, then these would be items you want to delete from your store. Generally, something like the Fire Stick, these Amazon products do have a limit on them. A lot of the other products you won't know right away. It's just trial and error. When one comes up, you just take note of it and delete it, and then make sure you don't list that item up for sale again on eBay. Alright guys, so I'm just editing this video that I recorded in the car, and I wanted to clarify something because I misspoke in the car. I don't know if I was just delirious from all the driving or just forgot about this, but there's a really easy way when you're on Amazon to determine if there is a limit on the quantity that you can buy for any single item. So for instance, this is the Fire Stick, which is the product that my student was asking about. And if you come over here on the right, where it says quantity, I'm just gonna do the max here and then click, well, you don't even have to click anything. Right away it comes up and it says, standard Amazon accounts are limited to fewer than 6 units. So that's one way to do it. Try to add as many as you can to the cart and see if one of these messages pop up. All right, let's get back into the car.
But if I wait till the summer, oh, if I wait till the summer, oh, but if I wait till the summer.
So good morning. It's 4:30 in the morning now. I pulled over last night around midnight. I actually wasn't that tired, but I figured I'd pull over for a little bit and just rest for a minute. So I pulled into a Walmart, kind of just put my seat back, and fell asleep for 4.5 hours. So I think I'm good now, and I think I'm going to start driving again. And hopefully we'll get there today. All right, back on the road. Let me show you what I got set up here. This is my massive amount of snacks. I got a huge bag of snacks, way more than I need. But I feel like eating snacks is the only way to pass the time during a road trip. And of course, I got my travel buddy, Orlando, who's doing well. Right here, I got my coffee, which I gave up coffee recently, but I grabbed one this morning anyway. It's a cold brew, just in case I need it. And that's Orlando's water bottle right there. And curious what you guys do on road trips, how you pass the time. Do you like podcasts? What are your favorite podcasts? Do you like books on tape? Do you like music? Let me know. And I would love to hear in the comments how you guys pass the time during road trips. Okay, we made a special pit stop just for the dog. We're at a dog park. And then look, what's this? What's this? Ready? Go get it. Go get it. Today I want to talk about why so many people set goals that they never reach. And specifically, I want to talk about one thing that I don't see anyone else talking about out there that is preventing you from reaching your goals. And that is boredom. You see, when we set goals, maybe you set a New Year's resolution. Your resolution might be to start your own online business, or maybe it is to bulk up, gain some muscle mass. These are both goals that I've had myself in the past. And what you'll find is in the beginning, it's very exciting. You're very motivated to go because you're very excited by the hope that you'll reach your goal. So there's no problem for you to get up, go to the gym, start lifting weights, or to get on your computer and start building your business. But as the days go by, the weeks, the months, it starts to become very monotonous. It's the same thing day after day after day after day. And that's when it gets boring. And that's when a lot of people give up. They think to themselves, I'm getting bored. And if I'm getting bored, that means I don't have the motivation to do it any longer, and people give up. Now, I want to let you know, I've been able to build a successful business. I used to be extremely scrawny, and I've been able to put on some muscle. And with both of those things, I got bored too. I've gotten bored building my businesses. I've gotten bored going to the gym every day or multiple times a week doing my sets. And there were times that I wanted to leave the gym early or not go at all. There are times that I didn't want to work on my businesses. But you know what? I did it anyway. And I think that's really a big difference between people who are successful and people who are unsuccessful. Successful people still get bored. You can be so passionate about something, but all of us, in order to accomplish a goal around that passion, it still requires work that can sometimes feel monotonous and boring. That's true for everyone. I don't know anyone that that's not true for. So when you hear people out there saying, all you need to do to reach your goals or to live the life you want to live is to do what you're passionate about, do what you love. To an extent, I agree with that, of course, but remember that even those people, even if you're following your passion, there are still times it's going to feel boring and repetitive day after day after day. So I want to let you know that successful people are ones who are able to see that, you know what, this is part of the journey for me. This is part of the steps I need to be successful. I know this is boring right now, but I have a bigger picture. And I know that if I could delay my gratification and work towards my goal and get through this monotony, this boredom, then I can reach that goal. Now, one reason this is so hard for us as human beings is because our minds are developed to prioritize instant gratification over long-term gratification. So, if you want to be successful and you want to break through this monotony and still work even though it's boring, it helps if you trick your brain and give yourself some sort of instant gratification. So what this might look like? Well, you can say, okay, if I get through this task today, if I go to the gym today and put in these sets that I don't want to do, or stand on the or do the elliptical for 30 minutes, that's the only time that I'm allowed to watch Netflix on my phone. I can't watch Netflix any other time of the day unless I'm at the gym. So that puts an instant gratification with a task that's going to build a long-term gratification for you, which is going to the gym, obviously. Okay, so just to recap, boredom is inevitable when you are trying to reach your goals. It's going to happen because all goals require some form of repetition and monotony. And I want you to know it's normal to feel that way. It doesn't mean that you're not passionate about what you're doing or the goals that you're trying to reach. It is completely normal, and even successful people experience this type of monotony and boredom. But to trick your brain, to be able to break through that so you still continue forward and don't give up because it is boring, you have to trick your brain by giving yourself wins along the way. And that can either be by celebrating little wins that exist along the path to your final goal, or to kind of couple your activities, the repetitive tasks, with things that you enjoy, like going to the gym and only watching Netflix while you're at the gym. So I hope you guys like this concept. This is something that I don't see anyone else talking about. Most people are telling you, yeah, just follow your passion and you'll never feel like you're working. And I think that's BS, personally, because even in my own life, I love what I do. I love my businesses I've created with dropshipping. I love making these YouTube videos. I love helping other people, coaching other entrepreneurs. But sometimes it does feel like work for me, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you guys that's okay. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you think that if you're passionate, that work should never feel like work? Let me know in the comment section below.